Okay, let's move on to another sports thing that pisses me off. And I'm not a radio show guy. I'm not a guy who would call into radio shows because they're professionals and they would make me look foolish. But I feel like I have valid questions. I still want to know what makes Hal Steinbrenner think that this is a good team, that this is a playoff caliber team. Look, since 2009, it seems like, and remember, the mission statement of the New York Yankees is not just a championship, it's multiple championships. Well, the way you have constructed this roster, okay, it ain't gonna win shit. Okay? 2017, you got cheated on. Fine. 2018, 2019, okay? 2000, garbage. 2020, garbage. 2021, garbage. 2022, crap. We're in 2023 now, and you're in last place. Last fucking place with the second highest payroll. And no one's asking why Tampa has a better analytic team and how they do it with less money. Are their scouts better? Are their analytics better? Now, granted, their analytics haven't been that much better because Tampa hasn't won a championship either. But they seem to do way... Look, here's what happened last year with the Yankees. Won 100 and some odd games last year or the year before, whatever. Okay, they've won over 200 games the last 2 years. Yet they can't get to the fucking World Series. The same thing with the Dodgers. The Dodgers won in 2020, but the fucking Marlins made the playoffs that year. So stop yourself. It was only 60 games. So you win 203 games over 2 years, and all of a sudden you can't hit in the playoffs. Now, you can sit here and tell me that the pitching's better and analytics works during the season. And even this season, it ain't working at all. You bring in a new hitting... When you bring a new hitting coach in the middle of the season, that's a scared GM. That's a GM that says, holy shit, I'm going to lose my job. Because Brian Cashman, since 2009, has been complacent in this job. Oh, I make the playoffs every year. I'm never going to lose this job. Well, you know what? With all the money the Yankees spend, it's about time you got to the World Series. It's about time you won a couple of them. And what you keep doing is taking on bad contracts, like Josh Donaldson. Now, Stanton isn't a bad... I don't care. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's just injury prone for some reason. His calves can't take the rest of his body for some reason. And Aaron Judge, that had to be the stupidest fucking injury I've ever seen in my life. How long has that concrete slab been there and no one's ever hit it except Judge? I mean, come on, man. So, this team isn't hitting, and I look, Casey can try. I don't know what he can do. They should have got rid of the other hitting coach as soon as what's his name, the kid, Volpe, figured out over a Parmesan dinner what he was doing wrong in his batting stance, and your fucking hitting coach couldn't? That's a problem. You got bad coaching. Sometimes Boone, I wonder what the fuck he's doing. I swear to God, he leaves pitches either in too long or not long enough. Okay? He takes guys out after 74 fucking pitches and the game explodes on him. They have lost, I believe, I'd have to double check, but they have lost every series to a last place team so far. Okay? You just lost 2 to Colorado. I believe you got swept by Boston, if I remember right. Okay? Last place fucking teams. You're supposed to be better than this. You're supposed to be able to overcome injuries. You can't. Not anymore. And you're not going to do it, Josh Donaldson, who's hurt again, who's batting under 150 to begin with. Man, that was a terrible contract to take on. What the fuck were you thinking at the time? Just that contract alone, I'd look at Brian Cashman and go, what the fuck, man? He's a little too comfortable in this job. Okay? When you make the playoffs every year, you're not going to change your GM. But there comes a point when you make the playoffs, but you're not getting to your goal every single year, even though you put a team together that wins over 100 games the last 2 years, something is wrong with what you're putting together. It's either the GM listening to the analytic department. The analytic department I throw right in the garbage. Start playing baseball. Stop playing analytics. Because it's not working for you. Or you're doing it wrong. Tampa's doing it right. They can't win a World Series because they're just not good enough. But they can get there. The Yankees can't. And that's the fucking problem. So, look, you can sit here and go, well, Brian Cashman does a great job. They get to the playoffs every year. They don't win. They get to the playoffs and all of a sudden they can't fucking hit. Pitching really, really hasn't been the problem over the last few years. Other than this year, I don't know why you think this bullpen is so great. It ain't. But I don't get it. I don't get it. And Severino couldn't pitch a tent right now. I don't know if they can figure him out. But whatever you're doing enough to keep your job, and that ain't good enough for me. I'm sorry. It's not. You just extended Cashman's contract because on the premise that he makes the playoffs every year. Well, big fucking deal. When is he going to win you a championship? He won in 2009. He hasn't done shit since. And don't tell me about the 1996 and 1998 were Bob Watson. Since then, it's been Brian Cashman. Now, he won the 3 World Series. After that, was it? 98, 99, 2000. Yeah, he won a couple of World Series after that. But that was the team Watson and Stick put together. Okay? He tweaked it here and there with Cecil Fielder and stuff like that. That's what he did. He tweaked it. Now he's got to do it on his own and he can't. Better wake up, people. You better fucking wake up. Especially Hal. Wake up, Hal, because people are going to stop coming to your fucking games. And why would you want Ohtani? What? You're adding more payroll. And the guy can only pitch because you got a DH stuck in Stanton. He can't do anything else, really. I don't know. I don't think I would want Ohtani. As great of a player he is, I don't know. I don't know. Because now you're taking on more money and you're getting the same results from the rest of them. It doesn't seem practical. I mean, the guy is, him and Mike Trout can't carry the Angels, for Christ's sakes. I don't know. And Mike Trout's hurt anyway, but even when he's healthy, they're a garbage team. So, whatever you need to do. But that's the reason I believe Brian Cashman needs to either go or he needs to clean house. Because your analytics department is fucking this up. And you're listening to it too much. You have too much trust in it. Just my opinion. And I'm sorry I ain't wrong. Booyah!